Hey, guys, come on in. You're right on time.
Well, you said it was important.
It is important. We need your help. We?
Morning, Rachel. Kevin.
Morning.
Suede, hey. Ah. When you called me last night and you said Marty wanted to look for more proof, I didn't realize we'd get asked then. That's what this is about, I assume?
Yeah, you bet it is. We're going to get that proof. We're going to give it to Rachel's father so he can use it in the new trial.
And this time, the guys who raped Marty won't be smiling when they walk out of court.
What do you say, Rachel?
I say we're in.
You heard the lady. Where do we start, Suede?
Listen to Marty. It's her plan.
I'm tired of being the victim. From now on, I'm in charge. I'm going to get those 3 guys, and I'm going to make them pay. You know, maybe I lost it when I attacked Todd in the courtroom, but it made me realize that I can't just curl up under the covers and hide for the rest of my life. I mean, that's what my life has been like ever since the rape. I've been tentative and terrified, but no more. I mean, if your mother can practically sacrifice her career to cause a mistrial, then I'm going to find the courage to fight for my rights.
I have never been more proud of my mom.
Yeah. Those guys, they would have been acquitted had she not gotten that mistrial. She's given us this chance to go out there and find that evidence, the proof, whatever it is, so this time we can make sure that Todd, Zach, and Powell are found guilty.
Well, it sounds like you've already got some ideas.
Yeah, Suede and I have a few options in mind.
And they all point to the same thing. Like General Robert E. Lee said, divide and conquer.
That was Julius Caesar.
Actually, it was Machiavelli, but it's the right idea. We have to break up that happy trio, and that means going after the most vulnerable member.
Powell, Lord, the third.
Look, it's obvious that my cousin has been going through some personal trouble the past few weeks, but so far he has not turned his back on his fraternity brothers.
So far. We think we know how to change his mind.
And that's where we come in.
Listen, Kevin, if it's a problem for you, I understand. I mean, he's your family and everything.
Just tell me what I have to do.
Help find the evidence. The physical proof that force was used against Marty. And that means...
Kevin's sweatband.
The sweatband they stuffed in my mouth the night they raped me. Same sweatband that mysteriously disappeared. Find that, and Powell will crack. I know it. Powell wants to confess, but something's stopping him.
He's scared of Todd.
No, it's not just that. Powell's never really known who he is, and unfortunately, being with Zach and Todd, it's given him an identity.
I refuse to make Powell the victim here.
Believe me, I agree, but Kevin has a point. Powell has to choose between his loyalty to Todd and his own self-respect.
And we can force that choice by showing him the evidence that'll put him away.
Yeah, if we can find it.
And I think I know how we can do that. I'm gonna need some backup.
You got it. Where do we start?
There was one person at the spring fling that was completely sober, who also happens to be the same guy who saw Zach and Powell digging around in the woods behind the KAD house.
Milton.
The nerdy guy with the pens in his pocket.
Yeah.
We go to Milton. We treat him like one of the guys. He loves that. Maybe he'll show us where he saw Powell and Zach digging around out there. Because I have a feeling that's where they unloaded the sweatband.
It's a long shot. But let's face it, it's the only shot we have right now.
Yeah, but make sure you don't let him know what's going on. I mean, he's still a member of the KAD fraternity. And if his frat brother Todd finds out that that's what you're looking for, the sweatband...
Don't worry about it. We'll keep it hush-hush. Wade, let's go.
After you.
Hey, good luck.
All right.
Hey, good hunting.
Now, what if they find that evidence? My father could use it in the new case.
No, we can't tell your parents. I'm sorry. It's not like it's illegal or anything, but I want to keep this strictly secret.
Marty.
No, you've got to promise me. Can you do that? Ms. Butler, you can tell your readers that I'm glad there's going to be a new trial. And at this time, I'm confident that justice will be served. Yes, ma'am, that's a quote. Thank you. Goodbye.
I like this new attitude.
Yeah, well, no more being scared of the press, the public, or anyone.
Now, does that include Todd?
Especially him. Maybe I went nuts, but, you know, Rachel, I'm not sorry I did.
He deserved it.
Not only that, I deserved it. I've been keeping this anger inside for so long, turning it against myself. When I finally let it go, I realized I can use it.
Are you sure that you don't want my father's office to know about this, or my mom?
I know it's hard to understand, and it's difficult to explain. I want to do this on my own. It's like I have to fight my own fight.
No problem. You know, I think it's great. I mean, you taking charge like this? I really admire you.
It's funny, isn't it?
What?
We've become friends.
Oh, yeah. We started as enemies and ended up friends.
It's one good thing that came out of this trial. I realize I'm not alone.
Hey, Suede is on your side, that's for sure.
Yeah, but not only him. People I didn't even imagine. Like Kevin. I accuse him of rape, drag his name through the mud, and he still forgives me. He's a pretty incredible guy. If you didn't already notice.
Oh, I noticed.
Who'd have thought? Rachel and Marty sitting down to tea.
You mean to tell me you don't always live this way?
You know how many people I've had over for tea? None. I've always put up this front, you know. Acted like, that I don't care. Like I prefer to ramble around this big old house by myself.
Yeah, well, if you have to ramble around, this is a nice house.
It's an empty house. An empty person lived here.
No, not empty. Just lonely.
I never realized how lonely. Till someone reached out.
Suede.
Yeah. Other guys had tried. Other people, too. You know, Jessica, Vicky, Andrew, Cassie. But I always managed to ruin it if I could. Suede, he wouldn't give up.
Good for Suede.
I was just scared, Rachel. I was so scared that he'd stop believing me, stop believing that I could change. So what do? I make my worst fear come true. I go to the spring fling and act like a tramp before Suede can call me one.
Marty, I'm so sorry.
If only I believed in myself. I could have dealt with Suede's doubts. If only I
know. You're not the only one that doubts herself sometimes. I was so sure that Kevin was still in love with Leanne. I couldn't believe that he could care about me more than her or his fraternity brothers or anyone. So I pushed him away.
That's why you didn't go to the spring fling with Kevin?
Yeah. Instead of working it out, I got mad.
Instead, I went. And the worst thing that could have happened, happened.
Hey, but look at us now. Look at you. Look how strong you've become.
And you and Kevin seem closer than ever.
We are. I just hate to think that it takes that. Hey, but what about you? Are you and Suede as close as you seem? I'm pushing. I'm sorry. We just started this friendship, and I'm presuming way too much.
No, you're not. You've asked the same question I've been asking myself. But I don't know how close I feel to Suede, or how close I can let myself feel.
It's obvious he's crazy about you. And when I see you looking at him, I see a lot more than gratitude.
Shows, huh?
Oh, yeah.
He's terrific, you know. Not only is he sweet and kind, but he's funny, and he's got this energy, this wild energy about him. But as much as I like him, and as much as I'm attracted to him, I still don't feel safe. enough to let her. Rachel, what if I never feel safe enough? That's what I'm scared about. That's what scares me so much. Marty, you have to give yourself time. Suede will wait.
Marty, hey, we got some good news and some bad news.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, we're just having a heart-to-heart. Why don't you boys go away?
No, really, she's just kidding. So, what's the good news? I mean, that's the only kind I'm going to take right now.
We got in touch with Kevin's friend, Milton.
Did he cooperate?
Oh, yeah. He loved playing amateur detective. He led us right to the spot in the woods behind the KAD house where he saw Powell and Zach poking around that day.
Sweatband? Bad news.
We came up as empty as the cops did. I'm sorry, Marty. We looked everywhere. If that sweatband used to be in the woods, it's definitely not there now.
It's hopeless. We're never going to find it.
Hey, never say never. All right, we've just got to believe that somebody moved it accidentally.
Or deliberately. Oh, no, what if Todd, Zach, or Powell found it?
No chance. If they were searching the woods, that means they're still looking for it, too.
Which means it's out there somewhere. Now, all we have to do is find out who moved it and where it is.